Good evening, children, and welcome back to my class again. Welcome to Sharmila English Class. Now, I just want to tell you that ICSE board it's approaching very fast, and I guess it is on 21st of February, and the first paper is language. So today I'm going to touch class 10th, one of the syllabus of class 10th, and one of the chapter from class 10, that is Preci writing. And today we are going to do Preci writing. Okay, I'll just tell you how to write a Preci writing. It's very simple, children. It's very simple, and you don't need to make it so complicated. It's very simple, and it's a mark fetching question also. If you will write it properly, then you will surely get good marks in the Preci writing. But thing is that you need to follow some format for this. When you are writing Preci, you need to follow some of the format. And I have written it already, some of the format that we need to follow. That is the most important part is your heading. Now, children, most of the time, children get confused between Preci writing and summary. Let me tell you one thing, that Preci writing and summary writing, both are totally different. It is not same. Summary writing, Preci writing, both are totally different. It is not same. And what is the difference? I'll just tell you now. See, in Preci writing, we need to be brief. What is Preci? Preci means it is we need to the given composition should be in precise. Precise means you need to shorten it. You need to brief it. You need to make it small. The given composition should be very small, and that is called Preci writing or precising, making it very small. So in Preci writing, you will have to brief it. Brief it in the sense you will have to make the composition small. And how will you make it? I will tell you. But in summary writing, you only need to shorten the description. If, say, suppose, if a poem is given, and you have to write the summary of the poem, then it doesn't mean that you will have to make it very short, but just you will have to give a short description of the poem, and that is called summary writing. But Preci writing is you have to make compact, more smaller, and you will have to write the important points. Just cover the important points in Preci writing. So summary writing is you will have to shorten the description given or shorten the poem given. Okay. Now, in Preci writing, you will have to have an apt heading. You will have to have an apt heading. In this sense, there should be a heading. As I told you, there is necessary of a heading. Topic. Topic is very compulsory. It is necessary that there should be a topic in the composition. The topic will not be given. You yourself need to find out the topic and will have to give a suitable topic for the given composition or for the given Preci. Okay. Now, but in summary writing, you don't need to put a heading, or it's not necessary to put the heading. Okay. Heading is not so important in summary, but in Preci writing, heading is very important. A heading is you will get it inside the composition only. So when you will read the composition, you can find the heading from there, and the first thing you have to do is find out the heading, read the composition, and in a rough sheet, just write the topic of the Preci. Okay, next is you will have to maintain an order in the Preci writing. Maintain an order means you have to write steps wise. Means I'm not asking you to put points and write. Means you have to maintain an order. You cannot write the last sentence in the first and the first sentence at the last. No, you will have to maintain an order, that what you are writing, okay, what message you are trying to convey to the reader, to the listener, that is called brief writing, that is called Preci writing. Means you will have to write it in an order. You will have to maintain an order in case of Preci writing. But in summary writing, you don't need to specifically maintain any order. You don't need to maintain any order. For example, for example, if I'll tell you a topic, suppose a poem, Road Not Taken. In Road Not Taken, after reading the poem, if I'll ask you to need to describe the poem or write the summary of the poem, you can just begin with the writing saying what is the road not taken, means definition is necessary, means we are going to define first what is the meaning of road not taken. What is that road not taken? What it describes that even though there is two path, you will have to reach to a final destination. The destination is same. It is to the finally the road meets at one point. Okay, and that is what you are going to describe it in the summary. And here it's not necessary to put the heading or put the topic. What is necessary, you don't need to maintain any order in that poem. You can write in your own words. But in Preci writing, you will have to read the composition and maintain an order. Now, there are in Preci writing, you will have to maintain some necessary points. Necessary points in the sense is what I am telling is, children, when you will read the composition, your first duty is take a pencil and underline the important points that you need to cover in your Preci writing. Okay, you need to add in your Preci writing. So first you will have to underline the important points. In a rough side, you write down the important points. What are the points that you are going to cover in your Preci writing, in your composition? Okay, after writing the points, just read through whether those points is necessary for you to add or not. Okay, and after reading those points, if you want to delete something, then you can just erase that, put a cross that no, this point is not necessary. So you can edit it. Edit it in the sense whichever points it's not necessary, you don't need to write. Rest all you can just add it up and compile it. You can add all the points and you can compile it. But you will have to touch the main points because you are conveying a message to the reader or to the listener what you are trying to say. You are conveying a proper message in a short way. That is called Preci writing. Okay. Now there are some tone to express your ideas. In Preci writing, in summary, you don't need to cover all the points. In summary writing, you don't need to cover all the points. You can any of the points also you can skip, but in Preci writing it's mandatory that you will have to cover all the points. Remember children, read the composition properly and underline it with the pencil first, and which is very important, you think no, this is important, I need to write it, then you will have to write it. Now, some tone to express ideas. Now, there are some tone to express ideas in the sense is, I would just want to tell you that in Preci writing, when you are writing, please do not use any complex vocabularies. Complex vocabularies in the sense is use simple language. The language should be very simple. Use simple English where you can understand and where it will be very convenient for the reader also to understand what message you are trying to convey. So you don't need to use any complex vocabularies. Use simple English, simple vocabularies, plain vocabularies so that you can understand what you are writing and the person can also understand what he or she is reading. That is very important. And but in summary writing, children, you can write it in your own words. You can write it in your own words. You can use any of the vocabularies, but vocabularies in the senses, in summary also, you will have to use those words which is in the poem. Now, the piece of information in Preci writing, the piece of information that you are trying to convey should be very appropriate. What you are trying to convey, exactly what is there in the composition. There should be a proper piece of information. The information should be accurate. Whatever is in the confirmation, whatever is in the composition, the message should be appropriate. What and how you are trying to convey, that those points you will have to maintain. But in summary, you don't need to decide what is the main point. Okay, you decide what is the main point and all. Now in Preci writing, you'll have to maintain the keywords. Remember, children, the keywords is very important. Once if you skip any of the keywords, then your marks will be deducted. Deducted in the sense is, I'm not telling you will get minus markings. You will not get marks for that. Okay. So keywords is very important. Try to cover the keywords. What are the keywords? Just underline first, write it in a rough sheet. These are the keywords and these are the sentences that I'm going to frame. Just put it in your brain, and if you want to delete some of the sentences which you think it's not necessary, then you can erase those sentences and make it very short and make it very brief. You do not use any complex vocabularies so that the reader will feel very uneasy to understand, or he will feel very uneasy that this word is not necessary, unnecessarily this word is being introduced. Just don't do this. It should be very brief what you are writing and what you are trying to convey to the reader. And remember, children, summary and Preci writing both are totally different. Both are not same at all. I already told you the difference, and this is the difference. So once again, I'm just telling you that in Preci writing, heading is very important. What should be the heading? Please read the composition, underline the words, find out the topic, and first compulsory thing is that you'll have to put the topic. Then introduction, there should be some proper introduction, and the introduction should be very positive. When you are reading the composition, please find out the introduction to the composition, and introduction is very necessary. Introduction should be very positive. Find it out from the composition, and you can maintain the introduction to it. Then the main body. The main body should not be very lengthy. Remember, children, you are briefing it. You are making it short. So it should not be very lengthy. Precise it. Precise it means you are making it short. So the body of the composition should not be too lengthy. Okay, it should be very expressive and very impressive, and whatever you are trying to convey it appropriately. Okay, so the body of the message should not be too lengthy. Length, as I told you, it should not be too lengthy. It should be very small. That's the reason why we call it Preci writing. Preci in the other sense, we tell it precise. Okay, precise means making it very short. Eliminate. Eliminate in the senses, as I told you, whichever sentence you don't feel it necessary, you can eliminate those sentences. And whichever points you feel, no, it's compulsory, I need to add these points, then you can add those points. Otherwise, you can just eliminate the points which is not compulsory. Am I clear? Then maintain the tone. Maintain the tone in the senses you have to maintain the order of the composition. You have to maintain, you have to write the important points and cover all the points. Don't miss out any points. Read the composition twice if you feel that no, if you don't feel a proper satisfaction that no, I'm not satisfied, I guess I'm missing some of the points, then you can read the composition twice and read it and try to make it more shorter and shorter, and you will get better marks. Then the conclusion. Remember, children, there should be a conclusion to the Preci writing. Okay, in the Preci writing, there must be a conclusion, and if you will conclude it properly, you will surely get good marks. And conclusion should be very appropriate. The message that you are conveying, it should be very short, and that is called Preci writing. Okay, Preci writing means you are briefing it, and if you need to brief someone, remember that further also in your future you are going to brief the other companies and of your things. If you want to tell someone in short, then how are you going to shorten it? You're just going to cover the main points. So when we cover those main points, and when we are and those, after covering those main points, we are able to send proper message, convey proper message to the reader, then that is called Preci writing. Then that means that we have made the Preci writing very beautiful and very expressive and impressive too. Don't use any complex vocabularies, children. Once again, I am saying, please do not use any complex vocabularies. Use those languages, very simple English, which you can understand, and it will be helpful for the reader also to understand. So first, what are you going to do is, as soon as you get the paper, when you are reading the composition, please underline the sentences. That is very important. And first thing is, find out the topic of the composition. Topic is very necessary. So that's all, children. I just want to say, wish you all the best for your ICSE exams language paper. And next, I will very fast, I'm going to come up with prepositions. Okay, till then, see you for, and wait for my next class. And if you think that Preci writing you have understood how to write it, then please subscribe, share, and like my channel. Thank you very much.